Repeat. This is AFL Fantasy Live with the Traders. Now, here are your hosts, Roy, Calvin, and Warnie.
G'day with the Traders. Thanks to Sportsbet, I'm Roy. I coach Destroy, and I'm here with Warnie.
Coach of the Wanderers.
And Calvin.
Coach of Bounce Back Calvin.
Bounce back, Calvin. Well, I'll tell you what, it's exciting times, boys, because we're here to have a look at the teams.
We are.
Always a nerve-wracking time.
It is. Round 16 it is.
Round
and
16.
So that means we've got 8 weeks to go.
Okay.
The home and away season.
Are you on the countdown, dog?
I'm on the countdown a little bit because it's 4 weeks till the finals.
Yes, of course.
And we've got to get our teams ready for finals.
We do.
What we're trying to do, obviously, we're trying to rank as high as we can, but it's all about making the finals, Calvin. You've got a few issues with
Do
that.
I really?
No, you're all right.
You're good.
Yeah,
You're good.
all right.
But yeah, making the finals and getting our teams almost to that sort of best 22. Roy's
Yes.
rolling 22
Yep.
looking at our squads. However, we've had that many bullets this year that
Unbelievable.
I think it's going to be harder than it ever has been.
Yep.
In saying that, down to one rookie on field.
Yeah, one rookie on field for
Well,
me.
I've got 2 at the moment
yeah.
before doing my trades.
Yeah, okay.
And you never know what's going to happen at team selection, Dog.
Well, we're waiting on a couple of big things.
Well, there are a few. Okay, one.
Okay.
Let's start with Bruce.
Okay. The
Your
roof,
boy.
this roof will come off.
Yeah.
If the juice is back.
It will.
I tell you now.
I think it will because he should be back. However, on the injury list, he was out last week for
Yeah.
suspension.
Yes.
He did hurt his ankle the week before.
He did.
But on the comms in the injury list,
Yeah.
it said suspension. Test.
Saw that.
I don't actually understand what that is. Are they going to give him a quiz? Dear
hope not.
Juicy Prusy, are you going to hurt someone this week?
Yeah? No, I won't. He will
No,
say.
I won't.
No.
But he
Tick.
still will. However, there are
100%
some
he will.
issues for that game.
Right. Dave Moore.
Dave Moore, one
Our
of our
mate.
good mates.
Weather
He loves the
analyst.
weather.
Yeah.
Specialist.
Loves
Isn't he
the
a weather
weather.
specialist?
So apocalyptic conditions, he's
Wow.
saying for that.
Apocalyptic.
Yes.
That's ridiculous.
And
Got Prusy
what
in
was
that.
it? Was it 60 to 100 mil or something of rain
Oh
on
my
Sunday?
goodness.
So Prusy's either going to have a lot of hit outs, but he's going to slip over a lot and hurt a lot of people and probably hurt himself.
He could smack him in the puddles, Roy.
He could potentially drown someone.
Yes, he could, Roy.
That is a high-risk game for the Prusa, but we need him back.
That's a big one. Now, we have had a couple of squirts
Oh, we
this
have.
week.
Okay.
In the last, bit of time,
Present.
the most popular player traded in last week.
Yes.
Most popular player currently traded in this week, Luke Jackson.
Okay.
We're
Look, we
hearing
don't
some
want to
whispers.
cause panic.
No.
But I'm telling you, panic.
Really?
Look, you got a squirt too?
I got a squirt.
I got a squirt.
I don't get them, boys.
No, we've fixed up your laptop.
Yeah,
so,
thank you.
Now,
What's your squirt?
potentially out.
That's my squirt.
Really?
So it's something to watch. We may get the news tonight. We may not. Let's
Can
just
you
hope.
imagine that? Like the rucks have been that much of an
Yeah,
issue
it's an
already.
issue.
Prusy hasn't helped that fact that
No.
the rucks have been such a
No,
nightmare.
because he's wrecking them as well.
But-
not only is he out, but he hurts others.
That's his thing.
And people would be at home scrambling, phones would be slipping out of hands
course they
everywhere at
would.
the moment. With us breaking that probably non-story.
Let's hope that it is a
Oh,
non-story.
I hope it is a
My
non-story.
team needs it.
But say it's not.
Okay.
Is it possible this year to have any goodness? Like we celebrated getting Jackson in last week. It was a brilliant move.
It was one of the best Thursday nights we've had for a long
100%
time.
it was.
Surely that
Big
will not bite
120.
us on the backside.
It will. Well, it may.
With your squirt,
Yes.
what was the wording around it being named up tonight?
There was nothing on that. Just says won't play.
Right. My
It's pretty
squirt
definitive.
Yours
Yeah.
was?
may be named, won't play.
Right.
Oh, my goodness.
But hey,
Now the phones are going out of
no
their hands.
Official members of Team Awesome Sauce.
Yes, that needs to be flagged, yeah.
However, they are on the verge of receiving the badge.
This could be a gold badge.
If they badge that up, if this is right, that's
Yeah.
a badge. So, like you said, gold lining.
Max
Wow.
is probably back next week as well.
Okay.
So
Oh,
we
this is
just
bad.
needed
This is
Jackson
bad.
this week,
Okay.
essentially.
He might be all right.
He might
This could be
all
all
right.
right.
But, okay,
Fingers crossed.
It's just a rumour. We'll find out soon, hopefully, or, geez, I don't know.
Gosh.
Either way, we do have a rookie being named up, though.
We do, Cow. Who is it? We got two, actually.
Yeah, Cheaters. Starts with a T. Looks like
Yep.
Tissus.
Yeah.
But it's pronounced
Cheaters.
Cheaters. Now, for me to know that, that's elite. I have
that
done
is-
some
It took me,
research.
Roy. It was before you got here. I had half an hour with Calvin.
Yeah.
We were like Richie Benno from the 12th Man. Let's get this right. Calvin, cheaters. And he's going, cheaters.
Well, he either
Anyway,
sounds very fast or a very unfair
He's
player.
a very fast scorer. So he is.
So he gets the cheat mode on.
Yeah.
So-
well, that's true.
VFL 8 games, average 91. 2 of those are 118 and a 124.
Right, lockety
He's either cheating on his score, Roy, or he's just too fast.
How nice would that have been through the buys?
Oh.
A little gift like that.
Blessing.
100%.
Would have been a blessing.
So 190k midfielder. We
Straight
also
mid.
have a 190k defender playing tonight. Oh, Calvin.
Yep.
I've forgotten his name already. Dominic Bedendo. Bedendo.
You'll
Bedendo,
find, Dog, that he's
Bedendo.
actually a straight forward, not defender.
Oh, did I say defender?
Yeah, that's okay. I'm here to fix you up, mate.
It's all right,
I've got
thank
your
you.
back. I've got your back today.
He's got a new laptop.
Oh, doesn't he?
He's just trying to find
Well, I
all the
needed
right
to, and
buttons.
it's working.
This is-
People are watching us live tonight on AFL.com.au
Look,
or the AFL
I don't
live
know
app.
if many people out there have had a firstborn child, but that is what this man is like tonight.
He's very proud, isn't he?
Isn't he so proud? Look at him.
Hopefully Georgie's not watching. I'm happier. Yes. Boys, I reckon we better talk about some teams, eh?
Let's do that.
And I
Let's
want
do that.
good news.
Do we have any? Let's see.
Let's have
if
a
we've
look.
got some good news.
They're
I
there,
just
Dog.
want to see this Jackson thing.
Yeah.
Action Jackson.
They have stopped, propped, and delivered.
Friday night, Carlton Chera is back, Roy, and as we heard during the week, Jordan Boyd is out injured. Will Setterfield, who was a Medi sub. For St Kilda, they're bringing back Brad Hill, Jack Higgins, Mason Wood, and Paddy Ryder is back for those that were all up and about with their
Rowan
Marshall last
Yep.
week.
The year where he is the number one ruck, we all jump on that.
100% we do.
Set and forget.
So Ben Long's omitted, Patton's omitted, Sharman's omitted, and Joyce is omitted, as well as Ryan Burns. So quite a few out there. Well, that's 5 omitted. Saturday, let's look at Essendon and Sydney. That's a 1:45 game. So Darcy Parish is back. Tough hold for the last couple of weeks for coach with that corked calf. Zerk Thatcher is also in, but out.
Uh-oh.
First bullet for the Warn Dogs. Ben Hobbs.
It's only on your bench.
No, he played on my field last week.
I admitted he wanted him snouted a couple of weeks
He
ago.
had
No, I didn't. Someone else
Oh,
did.
that's
29. Get out of the team, mate.
Hobbsy, that's nasty.
Yeah, well, that hurts because that's issues. Because I'm holding on to Tim English.
Oh, get a tissue,
who
mate.
may need to
Jeez.
go now.
Get
All
a
right.
tissue.
It's not about me,
Oh,
although
man.
most people probably care about the
If
fate of
action's
the War
out,
Dogs.
you're cooked.
Nick Bryan has been omitted. Now, for Sydney, Justin McInerney is back there. Out. Oh, my boy, Ryan Clark's omitted. Well, there's no tagging there going on to any bombs. Not that you'd tag any of my boys anyway.
Get on
Oh,
with
my
it.
God.
The next game is a 4:35, and that's Adelaide Crows and Melbourne. So, no outs that are a worry. So, McHenry injured, McAdam injured, and Hamill injured. Inns, Murphy, and Thilthorpe. So, there is some worry about Laird, who was wearing the fluoro
the
hat.
old green hat. Yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully he's all good. Melbourne,
Hope
no
so.
changes yet for
I
Melbourne.
can't believe we're even saying yet. We should not be saying a thing about
No,
this.
we're not worried about it.
No, well, we're not now.
No.
We're not.
It's not even a thing.
Jackson plays.
Let's hope
It mustn't be a thing.
No, it's not a
I'll
thing.
delete those sources from my phone.
Oh, man.
I'll go back on
What
the
happens
shelf.
to someone who gives a source and then they're incorrect?
Yep, gone.
Worcestershire.
Let's. Geelong and North Melbourne are playing at 7:25 at GMHBA Stadium. Gary Rowan and Paddy Dangerfield are back. As we found out during the week, Tom Stewart is out for the next 4 with his suspension.
What did he do?
Joel Selwood.
Nothing.
Managed. And
Okay.
Cooper Stevens, who was a Medi sub, is out as well. Charlie Lazaro comes in for North with Jack Money and also Lockie Young. They're out. Boner out injured.
Again.
He's going to be basement price soon if he's not already.
He is.
Bailey Scott injured, Flynn Perez omitted, and Taran Thomas out for the personal reasons, which hopefully he's going all right with. Now,
stick with it, big
let's
fella.
go with the Gold Coast and the Collingwood game at Metricon Stadium on Saturday night. Connor Butterick is back after 1 week hammy for him. But coming in, James Cheetahs, Cal, and Alex Davies out injured. Braden Fiorini, who was a Medi sub, doesn't stay in the squad. And Jai Farah out with health and safety protocols. Jordan De Goey does come back.
The GOAT.
Goat back.
Jeremy Howe is out with illness. And Isaac Chugg was a 1 week
Give him a
wonder
go.
for us.
Come on.
Give him a go.
All right, let's look at Sunday. And the first one that we're going to look at is the 2:10 game is Richmond and West Coast at the MCG. So out there, Prestia with that concussion, and Judson Clark has been omitted. So a
Okay.
few were hoping that he'd hang around, A, to make some cash, but maybe if they need an emergency. He's not there. So they're ins to the squad. As we know, these are Sunday games. They get trimmed on... Get trimmed. Have you been looking at stuff?
I have.
All
yeah.
right. They get trimmed at 5 o'clock. The ins.
You know the
Castagna, Lambert, Ryan Mansell, Sydney Stack. 4 West Coast. This is what Roy's laughing at. Calvin, if your mate in the ruck is out, Jackson, you don't have Callum Jamison.
How did he hold his spot?
7 points to back him up. So Jamo 7's been omitted and Josh Kennedy's out managed. So coming in, Nick Nat's back, so that's exciting news. Our mate Harry Edwards is back as well after his 20-odd marks that he had in the waffle on the weekend. Jai Cully may debut here as well, the mid-season draftee. That would be nice to know, actually. We've got Petreski Seaton. And Zane True may even debut as well. So
Surely Jamo's
those guys there, Cully. Although True has been named on the ground, so it looks like he probably will debut because they don't
that way.
usually cut them from on field.
No.
Right.
So True is a 190k midfielder for those following along at home.
GWS. And Hawthorn.
No way!
Ins for
Get out of
GWS.
town.
Flynn, Dirksen, who may debut, and Sproul. No, Juicy, Prusy.
My season is
You
over.
are kidding me.
I thought the roof was going off tonight.
The roof has fallen down,
The
dog.
roof has
Oh,
crumbled.
no.
Oh, my.
Calvinator.
I'm
goodness.
cooked up.
He is, seriously, what has he done to us this season?
There's too much
ridiculous.
to even assess.
I don't get
Okay.
it.
This guy.
We better keep going through these teams so
No.
people know these. McGuinness, Gunston, Hardigan, Will Day are in. We did hear as well that Wingard has had a setback there.
damn it.
Daniel Howe has been omitted. Let's go to the last game. Freo and Port Adelaide. Liam Henry is out injured. Into their squad comes Blakely, Walters, Wilson and Sam Sturt. For Port Adelaide, Bonner is out injured. Sam Mays has been omitted. Don't get confused with Hayes.
No.
He probably won't be seen there. Jace Burgoyne may debut, but they've also added into their squad Cleary, Gray, Fantasia and Burn Jones. Wow. Right. So,
Okay.
big news. Hobbsy's out.
The big clown failed the test.
He did.
What was the question? What was the question for him?
Will you hurt anyone? And he ticked yes. And they were like,
Juicy.
Brucey, what have you
You've
done?
learnt nothing.
Oh,
Learned nothing today.
my
Send him
goodness.
away.
What
I
the
don't.
hell? Seriously.
And now I've lost Jamo. Oh,
You actually probably needed him.
I need a
You
Jamo.
potentially,
I'll have a donut.
we've lost 3 rucks.
Yeah.
What if that's
Action
squirt?
Jackson out.
That squirt.
That can't be true.
It can't be true.
We can't go down
Like-
that. No.
It can't be true.
Wow.
Someone needs to do some serious squirting out there.
So, wow.
This is
I've still
unbelievable.
got 2 rookies on my ground then.
I'll have more and a donut.
Oh, this is
I
brutal.
basically had a donut last
How
week.
did that dude not get back in?
We've got a bit of work to do.
We got no, mate, more than work.
He's not rated.
No.
Flinny. I might have
I
to
thought
bring
they might have
Flynn
even gone 2 rucks. What does that mean for your mate Himmelberg?
The bird.
in.
At
H-Berg's fine.
least his name.
Oh,
good
it's very
player.
rainy though. That's not good for them.
That's not good for
That's
the
not
Berg.
good for the Berg.
He might only have double-figure marks.
Oh my God.
I don't know where we go with this ruck issue. Again.
God. Okay, so we'd already placed him on the never again list, but we were allowing him to play out his career.
That's right.
Now he's just gone.
Yeah.
I don't care who for. I don't care
You
if
need to
they're-
write a verse about him, I reckon.
You
Cal.
know what? I am in that sort of frame of mind. I'm ready to roll with him next week.
I was 100% convinced he was playing.
He plays next week.
I don't care. I
I'm
can't
with
look
you.
at him ever again.
What are we going to do?
Right.
This is brutal.
We've got a bit of thinking to do then, I reckon, boys.
You're listening to the official AFL Fantasy Podcast. This is the Gold Diggers, thanks to Sportsbet. Conditions apply. Gamble responsibly. 1-800-858-858.
All right, last couple of weeks, picks haven't really played, some of them. We've had
It's been
late
tough.
withdrawals and things like
it's
that. Hasn't
been
helped
tough.
us. However, hopefully this week we're all set
We're gonna
for
get
our
it this
Bet
week.
with Mates group, thanks to Sportsbet. It is group betting made easy. Now, we're raising funds for Fight M&D, and I'm on.
Go, Dom.
Back to me.
Let's
so
go.
let's start with a Friday night same game multi. Carlton and St Kilda, Roy. I'm getting on the Blues at the line there, and also Jack Billings to kick a goal, anytime goal scorer, and also Hunter Clark for 15 or more disposals. That's paying $4.33. Should be all right.
I love it for multiple reasons. The Blues are going to cover that line real easy.
Okay.
Billings has kicked a goal every
It's only
time since he's
9.5 the
been
line.
back. Yeah, no. We are absolutely laughing here.
Right.
Hunter Clark as well. He got some attention last week.
did.
He still got his 15.
He'll get 15.
He'll get 15
a lot.
easy.
All right.
Great work.
Saturday, goal kicking special. 4 games, 4 goal kickers. That's what the Warn Dogs are going for here.
Can't go
So
wrong.
let's go. Luke Parker to kick a goal. Spargo, Isaac Smith, and Jamie Elliott. So that's adding up to $6.95 for
Don't
those 4
mind.
legs. I think they should all kick a goal, surely.
Geelong against Kangaroos. They're going to kick 20 plus goals. Isaac Smith, $2, kicks one for Shizzle.
Yeah.
And his nickname, Roy, is Izzy.
Izzy?
Izzy. So Izzy Smith will get it done.
He's 210 in that.
I
so
know, it's very
Take
huge.
I don't want to say juicy because we're not using that word
Don't
anymore.
hurt him.
not.
You can find Bet with Mates in the Sportsbet app. Start your group, bet together and share the moment. Conditions apply. For more details, see sportsbet.com.au. And as always, gamble responsibly.
All right. I nearly feel like Calvin's captain's banned this week.
Well,
I can't
we
get
talked
100.
this time last
I don't
week.
get.
You
know
owe
what,
us
though?
one.
You know what? Every week, it's a bounce back week for Cal.
Yeah.
Because he's always down and he's trying to climb back up. And here's some picks for you.
It's been tough.
It is tough.
So, give us something, please.
The number one man in the game at the moment is Doherty. Okay.
So you're going to break him after he didn't train this week as well, did you? hear that?
Doherty, number one on form, going at 128. It won't matter, mate. Have you ever seen this guy play?
Yes.
It will not
It
matter.
hurts every week I see because I'm a non-owner.
Sydney last week against St Kilda. Their 3 top scorers were all defenders. Jake Lloyd has not gone over 110 this year and he comes out with a 141.
He had 40 a fortnight ago.
He had 9 marks in that. We are looking at Florent, 115. He had 12 marks. Doc will go double figure marks. Doc will have a day out. He's going at 128 in his last 3. That is a captain in the making.
Look, I'm concerned. You're tipping him to go well. That's half the problem. Didn't train.
But so Cripps didn't either, and they just said that's normal management. For
Yeah,
them.
it's normal for
Right.
them.
Oh.
God, you guys are idiots. Right. The other one I love is tonight's game, and it is Jack Mcrae. Now, Mcrae,
Yes.
could you say it's his 200th game, dog?
200th.
He will score 200 points.
Oh.
And that's not doubled either, Roy. Get ready
Well,
for that.
it's a
I'm
fair
not
chance
convinced
through the
I'll
way
get
that
it doubled,
you've gone.
to be honest.
Last scores against Brisbane. Ready. 146, 113, 160 at the Gabba, 151 at the Gabba. Do I need to say any more here?
He goes all right at the
He
Gabba.
goes all right at the Gabba.
Does he?
He goes all right against Brisbane, who are one of the easiest teams to score against.
Right.
They are by far his favourite team.
So we're doing that over Neil?
I'm doing it over Neil because this is why I don't like Neil. Number one, last 2 scores against the Dogs, 99-96.
Nah.
Not good enough. In his career, 11 games against the Dogs, only once has he gone over 120.
Good number,
Thank
crunchy
you.
Captain Cal.
There you go. Can't go wrong. Number 3.
So you're going tonight with Mcrae, or are you going to hold off your VC? Because sometimes, Roy,
Yeah.
we've come unstuck because we've got an early VC.
We have. But this one just seems to tick a lot of
Mate.
boxes.
You know, trust me, boys, I've got your back. All right?
All right.
Callum Mills against Essendon. He had a 156 against them earlier this year. He had a 150 against them last year as well. So he will smack them up. Geez, Clayton Oliver can't go past him. Big numbers, big contract too there, Roy. He's got at 122 in his last 5. If Mcrae fails tonight, I'm rolling it into Took Miller.
Ah, yeah.
And it feels a little bit risky, but this is why I like it. So against Collingwood, he had a 127 last week. He's back tackling, doing his thing.
Yeah.
He's already played Collingwood this year for a 140.
Take that.
Played against Collingwood last year for a 130.
Oh.
Last week, the GWS boys had their thing. Cogs had his 129, and there was 4 of them that went over 115.
Right.
So the numbers are there, and it's at home. He should be right. They are his favourite team to score against.
Oh, it's Took.
It's Took.
It's a Took.
I didn't mind Cornelio either.
Yeah.
But I just didn't have the faith to put him up the list.
Yeah.
He came in next.
He has been amazing.
118 under his new coach.
Yeah.
So
Huge.
But he doesn't have those 140s that these other guys can get. He can't have the 150s that Mills can get.
Fair call.
So they are my best captains. Someone said to me, why not Brayshaw? This is why not Brayshaw. So coming off an 80 last week, which is season low, he had a 95 on Port Adelaide, who are hard to score against last year. this is one of the only teams he has never, ever turned up against.
Oh, you can't get top 10 for.
You can't be in the list if you haven't hit 100 on the team.
Fair call.
There you go.
What's your plans then, boys? I'm going to go then. I'll go Mcrae tonight into Oliver.
Yep, love it. Great work.
Yeah.
I will go Mcrae, and we won't need anyone else. I'll give you a hot tip.
Yeah.
But if I need to, it will be Miller.
Well, I was going Mcrae into Doherty, who I was going to bring in.
Oh,
But I don't know if I can't put him in now.
I don't know what
No,
I'm going to do.
cooked.
Disaster.
Wow.
There you go, dog. They are Calvin's captains. You cannot go wrong with the best tips in town.
We're going to need some help with them, I reckon.
We will.
Big captain point. We definitely need it.
I want to play again.
I reckon I would have had a pretty good crack at the record. They were great.
She goes to the milk bar and comes out with 5 heralds, and I'm on the front.
It has been a privilege and a pleasure to spend time with the Centurions, getting to hear their stories in their words.
It was just a buzz of a place to be.
Oh, it's exciting.
You take that conversion rate any day of the week.
Subscribe to the Centurions wherever you get your podcasts and keep clicking back to afl.com.au and the AFL Live app for another instalment with the game's greatest goalkeepers.
Nothing wrong with a bit of me time.
All right, let's have a look then at what we're going to try to do this week, trade-wise. What were your initial plans?
Okay, so this week I was actually thinking about a double downgrade.
Were you?
Yeah, because I wanted Dacos to Doherty,
Yeah.
and I couldn't get it. And who I could get to, I was like, I'm not overly happy with.
Yeah.
And there was nothing saying that Dacos couldn't actually outscore that bloke anyway.
Right.
So I was just go double down, and I'll sort it out next week.
Right.
Not happening now, Destroy.
It's not happening now.
Not happening now.
So what I was doing is just I was actually getting my last 2 rookies off the ground
Yep.
in one hit. So it was going to be Martin down to a rookie.
Yep.
And then it was going to be Dacos up to Doherty, and Action Jackson was just going to sit rounding out my forward line.
Okay.
There's a lot of question marks about this.
He still plays. He's named. He plays.
Well, he must. Well, we can't just go putting this out there.
Just for
It's
squirt.
probably not even a thing.
It's not a thing. Surely not.
I don't know. I hope not. What are you doing?
I don't know now. Honestly, need to look because I had Hobbs. I was hoping he was going to play, so therefore play him for Tim English. I might have to trade English.
God, I'm so happy Hobbs
held-
is out.
I'm pumped that Hobbs is out. It's made my night.
Prusy, we did not deserve
That's
that.
not fair. Let's get back to that.
Can we ever not just laugh at
Dog,
Morty?
yeah, not
Like,
just.
Well, it's called Karma.
It
Boys.
is.
Can you
It's
source
a real
up? Can
thing.
you source up, Bruce? Find out what's going on
Nah,
there.
he's just gone.
You're getting rid of him.
Just cut him and
so-
never look at him again.
He's so cheap.
He's
though.
not worth a thing.
I know.
Okay, if you were looking at a ruck, who's it going to be?
That's a massive issue that he's going to take a lot of number crunching.
Well, let's have a look at who we got here. We're not going, obviously. What about. Geez, there's some names. What about Blix? Could you go Blix? No.
We can't.
Jared Witz.
God. Once again, how was Witsy the safest name at the start of the year coming back early from a Rico?
All right. So
And
he's
he's
on.
still ticking along.
Nank, no. Riley O'Brien. Could you go Riley O'Brien? Now, if the big fella is out, Action Jackson, then he has
good for
a
him.
field day in this one. You're going to need a bit of coin to make some moves on that, though. He's 769K.
Witsy was good last week, wasn't he?
Which he was good last week.
Didn't he have like 120?
A 122, but that was against basically a ruckless Port Adelaide,
Okay.
who Sean Darcy gets to play against this week.
Who's another name you would take? Rowan Marshall's obviously out of the mix after his thump and score last
Yeah,
week.
650 odd K. He's pretty cheap.
He is. Can't take him though.
No, Sean Darcy may be the pick here. He's still under 700.
What did he do last week?
So Sean had
Okay.
an 83.
Yeah,
So an
okay,
86,
it's not
sorry.
Epic though.
It's not something you'd want to chase.
No, you're not
And
chasing
considering
it.
you could be left with this guy for a while, that's the other part of it. Like they might be in your team for some time.
All right, I'm
Not
going to
if
throw,
they're in the ruck department, dog.
No, well, he's probably out next week.
all right, I'm gonna throw a name at you, and it feels a bit
We
dirty.
can't be going there at this time of year.
Ex-Airy,
No.
No,
487,
cheap.
right? Coming off a 92.
No.
Why not?
We just can't.
Hey, desperate times, mate.
Nah.
All right, Matt Flynn, 559.
Maybe. But the thing is with Flinny, he'll probably be out for Bruce next week.
That's the thing. I just don't know where we're going.
Like, how's Flynn? He was supposed to be out for 3 or 4
Yeah,
weeks.
so they named him up 3 weeks last week with a quad, I think it was.
Come on. How bad? This just keeps getting worse.
Stuart's keen on ex-Airy, Tristan Cherry.
Yeah.
Is he?
Okay, I'm going to go real desperate here. What about a Ned Reeves? if you need to. 430K.
No.
He's their sole ruck, Melbourne.
I think you've got to go to a real, well, he's a real ruck, but like someone like, well, McAvoy's back soon as well, they did say.
Yeah,
Like, he's
okay.
a week or two away. So I think you've got to go to a Darcy or a Riley O'Brien.
I've got one. What about a Jordan
agree.
Sweet?
Well, Tim English is back next week.
So you just can't.
475.
If you were ever
If you
taking
got stuck with him,
look, Jackson might be playing.
yeah.
Like that's the
Well,
thing
there's
as well.
the thing, isn't it? Yeah,
And
I
then
hear
you
you.
don't even need to get a ruck. Most
No.
people,
Yeah.
you're just going with Cameron and Jackson.
Yeah,
And if you have Prusy, he can go somewhere else.
that's right. You can go to a forward or
Yeah.
whatever. But, okay, here's the question.
It was irresponsible to talk about that.
It was irresponsible because a lot of people out there now are feeling...
Scrambling.
Yeah,
and
they're
it's probably
scrambling.
not a thing. It may not be a thing.
Might not be a thing.
It's probably not a thing.
How confident, what percentage are you on this squirt?
95.
95%.
No. He's not a member of Team Awesome Source, but he did sound very convincing.
He was on Twitter, mate. They all do. So, Dog, on your source, percentage...
80.
Oh, see?
It's been pretty reliable.
Oh, no. Right, we need to come up with a plan.
Okay.
The plan needs to be there. So, Melbourne, when do they play? Is it tomorrow?
Melbourne plays Saturday afternoon, 4:35. So when will they name that up?
Well, there's one of the whispers is that they'll name it tomorrow.
That's a squirt that I received too.
Okay. It must be true then.
We just don't know this stuff.
I don't know.
What I've come to learn is you just trust Twitter. Like if someone says it, it's true. Lock it in.
There's a lot of people I do not even read their squirts.
Okay. That's
Right.
fair enough
I
too.
found myself reading this one.
So let's look at some questions here. All right. So basically, one there about Will, not a question, but ex-Eri is hitting 90s with Goldstein and break even 33. Seems like a cheap downgrade.
It does.
But you're moving him at some point.
We're
soon.
saying hitting 90s very loosely there.
That's a very loose
What
comment.
did he score last week?
He had a 92.
So that's probably he's only 90 in the last 2 months, is
Well,
it?
hang on. No. So he had a 92 coming off his bye and before that an 82. It's a play. It's a play I am seriously looking at. I have problems.
You do.
And it's not just in fantasy.
And your fantasy team sucks. Yeah, okay. I don't like that move, to be
How
honest.
would you get him? You wouldn't? Would you trade?
This is a Jackson.
Jackson?
This is a Jackson plan here.
So you would, but you would trade him. What if he's not out?
Well, I'm not going to trade him then, am I?
Did you see Cherry's
need
time
to-
on ground in that game?
Who?
Ex-Eri.
Oh, sorry, thank you. Yeah, 57%.
That's a worry.
Well,
So you
She
could
scored
say,
all right.
so you could say it's awesome because if he plays a normal amount of game time,
180.
if he has a quiet quarter
Yeah.
in 57% game time, that
Yeah,
could
that's
be
a concern.
very bad.
Big concern.
It's huge concern.
All right. Other questions, not just ruck related or your
Oh, right.
worrying things. Howard wants to know: is it worth bringing in Lloyd to boost the back line?
Okay.
700K
I'm ticking it off as a value play.
I agree.
would have to be your D6, and it's a sort of move for a poor man that's going from a
Yeah.
day cost to him. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, maybe.
Or would you prefer?
He's got a good record against Essendon. As who doesn't?
Yeah.
That's the thing, Roy.
Like, I just don't mind it as part of a patch-up.
Yeah.
Like, if you copped a bad injury and
you
just
can
moving it
use
to
him,
him and using the extra cash somewhere else. Is he much of an upgrade from Dacos?
Well, there's the thing.
Well, yeah.
Can you
Oh,
guarantee
if you're
me?
scoring 140s, but
Can
he's
you
not gonna be doing
guarantee
that.
me that he'll
Dacos
outscore?
didn't have 40 in the last fortnight too.
Dacos could outscore him. Simple as that.
He could.
Yes.
I don't know if that's a huge upgrade, but having said that, I'm not against bringing Lloyd in at that price.
Yep.
Would you prefer Liam Baker?
No.
You
No.
wouldn't.
I don't
You've been
think
there
so.
before, though.
I've been to Bakes. I've been to the Bakehouse.
He's got a good role in the
He
midfield.
does. Yep, and that's why I got him last time, and it was fraught with danger.
Oh, what is he going? 91 in his last three.
Yeah, it's outstanding.
It is.
And he's such a tough little nut. Like, he has a real
650K.
crack.
Yeah. I don't mind
So
it.
yeah, dog. Yep, you could, but I don't think I could do it over Lloyd, a guy that we had sitting in the top 2 or 3 of our rolling teams at the start of the year. Like, is Lloyd back?
I don't believe so, but we'll find out this week.
What can Lloyd
Against
average the
Bombers.
rest of the year?
90.
90?
Yep.
What about Bakes?
Bakes goes 93.
Oh God,
Yeah,
go.
he could, but then he could be thrown around a bit more.
he could get thrown around.
Okay.
Monty asked the question there, Himmelberg
The Berg.
or Mitch Duncan?
Okay.
Oh,
Roy?
the weather.
The weather's concerning
the weather
for the
flag,
Berg.
all I'm hearing is negativity from people, and
Yep.
it's got me very worried. The Berg does not like torrential rain.
Does not.
In that role,
No.
it's the last thing he needs.
Can't take a mark underwater.
No.
That's something I've learnt, Roy.
No. you
Mitch
cannot.
Duncan will be fine. I'd go Duncan over Berg. However,
If
big
the sun,
picture,
if the sun's out, I'm
Oh, yeah.
saying Berg every day of the
Yeah, of
week.
course.
But yeah, that weather is concerning.
it is.
Doherty or Laird? Do you go Doherty because he's a defender?
Yes, and the fact that he's playing better than Laird at the moment.
Yeah.
He's the number one player in the last 3 weeks.
Look, Laird had
Captain option.
Yes. Number one dog.
Doherty didn't even train, which contradicts my next statement. But the flag that Laird trained in a fluoro green hat, he did not wear that to be cool. I'll give you the hot tip. And did you see the footage that triggered the pain in the shoulder?
I'd hardly touched him.
There was nothing in that. I actually think it was the other shoulder that got hit.
I watched it like 4 times. I was
Yeah.
like, it didn't get him. What? Sure. No, it didn't
Got
get
the
him.
other shoulder.
Something going on. He had a dinner date to go to or something.
Something. But anyway, that's a flag.
Doc
so
doesn't
I'm
wear
going
a-
with the guy that didn't train over the guy that looked sore at training.
But he doesn't wear a fluoro green hat.
No, Doc.
So some of these defender trades with the poor old Stewart owners that need to do something there. Question, first one is, well, Whitfield is an option.
Yeah, he is, definitely.
Would you go Whitfield over Aaron Hall?
Yes.
Yes.
For what reasons?
Whitfield loves torrential rain.
Shivers me timbers. That's a problem
That's
as well.
a problem as well.
Aaron Hall was a beast last year and he was back to doing all right, wasn't he, on
Yeah.
the weekend?
He broke
So-
a record for most metres gained
Yeah,
or something
exactly.
ridiculous.
So you'll probably, you wouldn't bother giving anyone on their team attention. But the thing with him, what did we say at the start of the year? Whitfield isn't exactly an injury avoider either. But what did we say at the start of the year why we wouldn't pay top dollar for Hall? What did we think may occur?
A soft tissue injury at some point.
Exactly.
Yep.
And we didn't have to wait long, did we? So
No, we didn't.
Whitfield hasn't had a clear run either. But I'm Whitfield over Hall, I think.
Yep.
If Hall
agreed.
comes out again and pumps out another massive one, I'll eat my words there because that could happen.
Yes.
Right. Jono wants to know, Bont or Merritt? Similar break even, 7K difference?
You take the forward status to split that one, don't you?
I think you do.
Or if you need a forward, that's what you would be able to do, wouldn't you?
I
don't
just
have to do that.
Merritt's been good. He was good last week.
You got to
Yeah.
get busy on that tonight, though.
But I prefer Bont clogging up a forward spot. Clogging up, he's easily in the roll on 22. Merritt is not in the roll on 22 in the midfield.
He's in the rolling 20 poo, Roy.
And he is. And I'll tell you what, yes, he looked great last week because he actually wanted the ball.
He owned it.
Parrish comes back, he probably takes a back seat again.
Yep.
So I'm Bont there, but I wouldn't be surprised if Merritt outscores him.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, of course
but
he'll let
long term, I'm Bont in the
Agree.
forward line there.
Agree.
All right, what about Jack Steele or Doherty?
Jack Steele, Doherty. It's Doherty.
It's Doc for
I
me,
think
but
I'm
I
Doc as
did
well.
love
That's
what
the
Steele-
he's the number one defender. Steele's not there yet. He's not number one.
No.
And he's a midfielder. So you give it to
So
the
he's not the
defender.
number one defender.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Got it.
Samuel wants to know, Keys, Boak or Simpkin?
See, he's scraping the barrel, and that's a dirty barrel. I
Who
reckon.
is it?
Which one to trade out?
Yeah, if you were
Sorry.
bringing one in, though.
Got him, yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boak's at a good price.
He is a good
Look,
price.
they're all at
They
good
probably
price.
all
Yeah,
are.
but they all for a reason. That's the thing.
Who do you like more from here on?
From here on,
Keys has a good draw.
he does.
I'd nearly cling to that.
It definitely wouldn't be Simpkin. I'd be Keys, Boak, Simpkin.
And if Laird's out, Keys will love
He's
that.
not out, man.
Oh,
He's
sorry.
not out. Jeez.
All these rumours.
I know.
They're catching up with me
They
this time
do.
of year.
You won't sleep tonight.
No, I'm very scared.
Chris wants to know, can I put the C on Cornelio this week?
Yep.
Yes.
Of course you
I
can.
reckon.
Number 6, Calvin's captains, mate.
Must be
Don't
good.
get there for no reason.
Look, his form under Spike, his role change, his centre bounce attendances have just gone through the roof.
But it is torrential. So
Tackles. He doesn't mind
no,
a
he
tackle.
loves a cuddle. I get it.
Yeah.
But I'd be avoiding that weather matchup.
Could you get Caleb Graham for a 1 week cover for English or another ruck if you needed it?
Caleb Graham.
Look,
Who's
it's
that
Caleb,
when he's
isn't
on? I don't know. That's right. I'll have a look.
Look, the thing is, just at this time of year, I can't believe we're even looking at this stuff. My
No,
answer
whoa,
is
whoa.
no, though.
Oh, jeez, I nearly threw up. Caleb Graham, defender ruck, 284.
Say cheap.
21 last week.
Right. That's 3 times as much as
That's
Jamo.
true.
Oh,
He smashed Jamo.
That's worth a look. I'll give you a hot tip.
Jamo.
No, mate. No. Do not touch Caleb Graham.
Now, you boys won't be able to give an unbiased answer to this, but if you held English, do you hold again? If you're going to be okay with whatever you receive from the cover for him, it could be a 29
I just think
like Hobbs.
we all just jump off this burning ship. The ship is burning and we just choose to stay on it.
Tim is back next week.
Yes. Put Bruce in that sentence then.
Once again, that ship has not even burned, it's sunk and we're still on it. We're trying to get off it.
It's burning and we're underwater.
Yep.
It's just a very unique situation.
So, yeah.
You get off that ship.
Burning on the bottom of the ocean.
Get off that ship.
Get out of there.
Yes.
Any way you can.
Yes.
What about Carl Amon? Good numbers.
Yeah,
I'll give you a tip. He's
I'm
going to be...
ticking
Roy,
Carl.
you were up and about with him.
Yeah, I am ticking Carl off.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? He's unique. His form is outstanding. And I like the way he's scoring. He got a quadruple-double, didn't he?
He did. He's playing for a new contract, I reckon.
Yeah.
It's going to be nasty. So he's gone at 126 in his last three, 139 last week, 818K.
And you think of Amon, a flag with him, he never tackles. I think he laid 10. I
did.
think it was part of his quaddie.
Yep, loves it.
Now, Thunder Nation is asking this. I need a 190K player playing in either the forward line or the ruck this week, and they'll need to be on field.
Oh, God.
So do you go with Bedendo, who is named, or go and risk someone that might be playing, that might play and hope they score more and has higher job security? Yep, we could all love that. But the thing is, do you wait, you've got to make your decision on Bedendo tonight.
You do.
Like Jai Cully, if he was playing, he's got forward status. Cal, I think.
Jai Cully has mid-forward status, 190K.
So
and great
I would
dreadlocks.
like him.
Yeah.
We'd need some form of announcement ASAP.
I do agree. I don't think we need to move on anything tonight. I think we just sit back, wait for the Action Jackson decision from your squirts, and then we move forward in a nice, calm and settled manner. See how I'm saying
There's
that?
no way we can stay calm with that because it is full panic stage.
It is.
Sebi's asking Bedendo or Cheetahs. It's Cheetahs for if you've got the choice and you're getting one.
Yeah, all
you're
day.
doing that.
Yeah,
aren't you?
100%.
Yeah.
Who do you trade out first out of Coleman or Dacos? Coleman had a 90 last week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
in a
think
good
that's
matchup,
back-to-back
though.
90s though.
But a good
I
matchup.
think he's done it a couple of weeks in a row.
Yeah, but Dacos can go tons.
I'm still
Yep.
keeping Dacos over,
Agree.
but his form has been impressive.
Good numbers for Collingwood against... So Collingwood defenders should go well against Gold Coast this week. So
Well, thankfully,
Yeah.
because he's going nowhere for me now.
he's locked and loaded.
Oh, man.
A few people have asked if we've got any squirts on lead.
Okay.
No.
It's probably time for me to reveal
Have you got a squirt?
my squirt.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Nah, it's not a squirt. Just a tummy issue I've got at the moment.
That's about all you offer.
Wow.
Piles of it, week in, week out.
Anyway, no squirts. He's fine. He's fine. He didn't even
He'll
get
play.
knocked. He just wanted to get off. He had something to do.
Why
It's
did you
just-
wear the hat?
It's just he thinks he's
So
good.
it's probably just that time of the season. If you didn't have any bench cover, because you probably wouldn't want to trade him out if it was a 1 week one anyway.
no.
So that's where you'd go and make sure you've got cheaters in your team on the bench.
Did you see where I tried to make your heart skip a beat
Oh.
on the socials?
Roy, so social media on Twitter, Roy's gone, oh, this Crow that's going to make his debut in the Sandful. Roy's gone, trouble or something, I don't know.
Concerned, Wand Dog?
I bet it did skip
Did you?
a beat.
Did it?
Yes.
Did you?
No, because the first thing I saw was Sandful.
Oh, damn it. I was
Link.
hoping you didn't see that.
That's the thing. All right, Viney or Amon?
Viney? Amon.
I'm going Amon.
It's Amon.
Viney's been great.
He
though,
has
don't
been
get
good.
me wrong,
No.
but yeah.
It's
Ethan
Amon.
wants to know, do you rate Dylan Shield the last fortnight? Some good numbers.
For
but
his
I couldn't,
price,
I couldn't do it.
it's been very impressive.
689K going at 106 in his last three.
I dare say he's got a little point to prove.
He does,
in
Roy.
this game this week.
Yep.
Oh, I'm going to be very interested in seeing how that goes down with Parker.
Yes. They did nothing when it happened.
No, and they've done nothing since. either.
No.
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 So anyway, but it will be interesting. He'll be out to continue his good form,
Yes.
well and truly.
Yeah.
Very motivated to do so. For that price, yeah, he's underpriced.
Yes,
I'm
there
never
you go.
someone who would want to
You would
purchase
not
Dylan
want to do
Shield,
that. No.
But he is underpriced.
Agree.
Rob or Witz, Riley O'Brien or Jared
Oh,
Witz?
man. What is the
I think
price
it's
difference
O'Brien
between
for
these
me.
two?
So Witz is 730 30.
Right.
He hasn't had great numbers, though.
And
has he?
Riley O'Brien,
120 last week.
Oh, was it 120 last week?
Yeah.
Prior to that,
700
though, it was pretty bad.
769. So it's about 30 odd K.
So
not a
there's
lot.
nothing in it. Oh,
I'm
man.
I'm Rob. I think I'm Rob. Why not?
I don't want to end up there.
No,
this year.
I know
is-
that. But
I
look at
might
the
as well
journey we've
pack
been
up
on.
shop
Yeah.
completely. If we end up with Rob in our ruck department, why are we even here?
You know what?
Like,
But
seriously.
But at least he
What
plays,
a
Rob.
year for Rux.
He plays.
He played in the Sandful a few weeks ago,
Oh
didn't
my!
he?
Yes, he did.
Yes.
He killed it. And then he came back and killed it.
Yeah.
Like next level killed it.
And then was
159.
bad the next week.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you actually have to pay money for it.
Yeah.
It's not free. Like, you have to find money to get there.
Yeah, I know. It's not
Why?
good.
Why did we get Bruce again?
I don't know.
Seriously.
There are a few defender options because you got Callum Brown from GWS is 214 that Connie says here. He's got defender forward status.
Right.
Could you get him?
No. Not interested.
Is
I
he
tell
in?
you what, you can
He is, isn't
hardly
he?
put a line through anyone that's taking the park this week.
No, I agree.
I think Brown, he was a sub last week.
It was a sub last week, was he?
That you ripped.
Yep. Brock, do you field Ware, Ambrosio or Parnell? Paddy Parnell, Roy. I picked him up last
Yeah,
week. He
apologies.
struggled.
Yeah, we'll put a line through Parnell this week.
And we'll put a line.
Where?
I like Ware. I like what he's
In the
been doing.
torrential, though?
Oh, that's not good for him.
Not good.
Look, is this weather thing true? Is any of this true?
Dave Moore is never wrong.
Were they the real teams?
Dave Moore is like a weather analyst.
Well, he is.
Yeah, he's a jet. He knows weather.
Gosh, maybe they need to change the ground or something.
Put a roof on it.
God,
Come on.
something.
Could you go Stuart down to Flostone there from Daniel?
Yeah, you could. He's been very good.
Seen Blostone's next 3 games.
No,
They are mega, mega juicy.
He can score too.
Like it's a West Coast, Gold Coast, like North Melbourne. It's the 3 easiest in the world.
Yeah.
Salem?
So you can do it.
Is he an option?
I just didn't like how proppy he looked last
Yeah.
week. So I was ticking off Salem, but I think it was a little knee knock and he hobbled around a little bit. I just don't think he's got a clear enough run
No.
to pick him.
He had a
at the moment.
61.
Yeah.
And yes, he's down to 630
Oh,
odd
he's
K.
a bargain.
He's so cheap, but you need him better than
Because
returns than
Salem
that.
fully fit is a 90.
Yes.
He's a 90 guy.
Yeah, yep.
But I'd be going Vlosten over that.
Yep.
As Petrarca owners,
Is he injured too?
well, would you pick him? Would you, if someone wanted to pick him, would you let them do it?
Yes.
You would?
At that price, I would. Yeah.
He's got.
And maybe Fritchie might actually give a handoff this week.
Yeah, why not, mate?
That was bad, wasn't it?
It was shocking.
He's so cheap at the moment. 782K. He had that 107 last week, which is his first ton, I think, in his last 4.
That's like, if you look at my midfield, I am the poster child
Yeah.
of underpriced premiums. They all suck pretty much. But yes, I would tick it off at that price.
We better
get
quits,
off.
boys, because we are a few minutes away from 7,
Mm-hmm.
a couple of minutes away from 7, and the game starts at 7:20 Australian Eastern Standard Time.
work
I've
to
got a
do.
little bit to think about here to see. Wow, in a little bit of trouble, I think.
Yeah.
I'm in a fair bit of trouble. So, get your team sorted before tonight's game. Remember, it is the Lions up against the Bulldogs.
Good game.
Any moves that you need to make for them, make sure they're on the field if they're playing for you and all that sort of stuff. Meaning, if you were getting rid of Tim English, you got to do that before tonight's game.
I'll tell you what, even Mcrae, if he goes big
Yep.
and I've got a nice score sitting there, that might allow me to exhale and not go too stupid trying to patch these gaps.
Right.
Would you take a donut?
Not that far.
Because if the donut would be like a Bruce,
Yeah.
and there's no way you're going to hold Brucey for 2 because he's not back next week.
He probably is.
Rightio, dog.
Who would know?
I'm worried. This is going to be a bad week.
It
But
will.
it's not a bad week if you want to head along to the footy because these next 2 weeks you can take your kids for free.
That's for free, it
Go
is.
and do that. So you can check out the details for that. Kids go free at afl.com.au. You can also check out afl.com.au and the AFL Live app on Friday for Calvin's Fantasy Ready.
Oh, yeah.
And our weekly video.
Yep, it's up this
Hopefully
week.
work now.
She will, mate.
Well, now that we've got computers at
You
work.
and your newborn child will work that out, I'm sure.
Look at it. It's a beautiful thing. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll be back next week for the podcast on Monday, but then also AFL Fantasy Live as we look at these teams, and we want some good news coming up.
We will, dog. Things
Good
will
luck
start to turn around.
To all
know.
the Bruce owners this week,
Cruel.
and hopefully Jackson as well. Oh boy. going to be a long weekend. Good luck for round 16. See ya.